Alright, what is going on, guys? Crypto Mac here, bringing you another crypto video. Today I want to take a look at CasperLabs and just do a bit of an update video on Casper and have a look at how it's been performing recently and where I think it's going to go moving forward. Just want to say this video is not financial advice, so please do your own research. So looking at Casper, we can see the big cup and handle that was playing out, and this handle has been playing out for quite a few weeks now, about 2 weeks. We had a little fake out here, did not play out. We came down, hit the support line, which we predicted could take place. We got support, went back up, saw resistance, and then broke through this line. At the same time, when Bitcoin decided to head down to 46,000. So the main problem here is that we're forming this handle, but it's too difficult for Casper to head back up, or it's too difficult for almost any altcoin to head back up when Bitcoin's just constantly heading down, because altcoins tend to bleed against Bitcoin, and they have been, and Casper is no exception to that. So this is starting to form one of the longest handles you'll ever see. Now, I don't think this is a massive problem. I think pullbacks are very healthy and actually a good thing for any coin. Casper's seen a 50%, more than 50% correction from this high as well, and we saw strong resistance here. So it somewhat makes sense to see resistance here and come down to lower levels and see a big pullback to remind us that, okay, this coin is healthy, and we can start to move back up, complete the cup and handle, and then maybe see a bit of a parabolic move up around this high 30-cent range. So, I mean, Casper's currently trading at 11 cents, and it's just kind of waiting for Bitcoin to make a move, in my opinion. Like, Bitcoin's just been trending sideways. It's so important to talk about. Bitcoin's just been trending sideways, and as Bitcoin trends sideways, well, altcoins just bleed against it. So we can talk about that. When Bitcoin has a dip, for instance, we look at the last 24 hours, Bitcoin's down about 8. If we take from the wicks, about 10%, 9-10%. And if you look at Casper in the last maybe about 24 hours, Casper's down about 20%, about 15-20%. So it just shows, like, as Bitcoin comes down, altcoins come down even lower, and then they just bleed against it. So we really need Bitcoin to get above this line, hold it as support, get above the bull market support band, and then start to trend higher and start to make that move back to the 60,000 level, and I get bullish again, flip bullish. But we think about it, like, I remember how much fear in the market there was around this period here. So this was the period after Bitcoin at $64,000. So this is around when Bitcoin was hovering between about 40K, and then into the 30,000s, and then hit 28,800. And I just remember how much fear in the market there was, and people were saying the market cycle's finished, it's all done. And then before you know it, Bitcoin just went on this really big rally back up. And I remember watching it from like 32,000 to 38,000 when I had that parabolic move, and Bitcoin just went back up, and all of a sudden everyone's view was back to, okay, Bitcoin's going to 100,000, Bitcoin's going to 500,000, the market cycle's not finished. And it just seems like we're back in this period of where the market is so fearful. The market is so fearful, and it's important to be greedy when others are fearful, as they say, because everyone's just so fearful right now and thinking that the market is finished and that you should take profits. But I really don't think the market cycle's finished, and I think we have a ways to go. I think the market cycle peak will be somewhere in maybe Q2, Q3 2022. Could be a little earlier than that. Q1 could be a little later in Q4. I mean, I'm not, obviously I don't know, you can't know, but that's just what I think based off the historical data and all the elements of the equation, basically what I've been looking at. And so for Casper, if Bitcoin can make that move back to bullish and start to head up again, well, Casper can complete this cup and handle and then start to make a move back to upwards of 20 cents and 30 cents and start to put in new highs. Break through this local top. There's such strong resistance right here that if we can break through this line and get higher, it would obviously be extremely bullish, and I think it can definitely happen. Somewhere we could get to 30 cents by Q1 next year, maybe 40 cents by Q1 next year for sure. definitely a possibility. It's just so dependent on Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin might continue to trend sideways, or maybe even a little lower, or maybe go a little higher before coming down again for another month or two. There's no reason why we have to go up right now. Like, we could just continue to move sideways. I could draw the lines out to here. Like, this is early January. We could just continue moving sideways for a bit, have a mass consolidation period before we start to move higher. And like we think about it, the region, what we're seeing right here, it looks very similar to what we've seen right here. So if we take this pullback, this was a 25% correction, not as much, but we can see that happen. And then what we do, we move sideways, a bit of a symmetrical triangle, but just a consolidation region before Bitcoin went pretty parabolic. Right, we can see what happened. What have I done here? This is not what I want. What the hell? I literally don't know what's going on. What is this line? Okay, let me get off this. Okay, this is a bit better. So what I was saying is we can take a bars pattern from this region here. This is so weird. Okay. We can take a bars pattern and look, overlay it here. And if we were to see a similar move, which you have to account for diminishing returns, so you could say this is not exactly accurate, but we still saw this would put the price back at 70k. And it's important, I'm just talking about time frame for the most part anyway. Like, you could shrink this down a bit to account for diminishing returns, because the starting point is obviously higher, and say that, okay, well, this is by early January. That's how quick this happened. This happened in 20 days, 63%, 20 days. So if you account for diminishing returns, then like lengthen it out a bit if you really want to be even on the safer side, you can still talking about early January, 11th of Jan, to get back into the 60,000 range. And if we do get back into 50,000, then 55, 60k, well, it just shows that would just give so much confidence in a lot of people that we can get back to all-time high levels and that the market isn't over. And that a lot of people start to FOMO in as well around this period. So this is what I'm looking at. Let me know what you think of the market. Let me know what you think of Casper. Please give the video a like, comment, subscribe to the channel, guys. And I'll see you later. Enjoy.